After 60 years, the world's most important private art collection is once again on display in Vienna. In the historic atmosphere of his garden palace, the ruling prince of Liechtenstein presents 4 centuries worth of the greatest masterpieces of European art. As in no other collection, the works of art in the House of Liechtenstein mirror the various preferences of the princes who collected them. In the center of the palace, the Hercules Hall, the largest secular Baroque hall in Vienna. Like Hercules on Olympus, the princely patrons wanted this magnificent ceiling fresco to establish their place in the artistic firmament of Europe. Visitors can also admire the splendid status symbol of the House of Liechtenstein, the ceremonial coach of Prince Joseph Wenzel von Liechtenstein, a Rococo stretch limousine. It was built in 1738 for his installation as imperial ambassador to Paris and is today the most beautiful remaining example of the heyday of French coach building. The collection's headquarters in Vaduz stores the brilliant legacy of the last Germanic ruling principality. It was brought there out of reach of the Nazis in the final minutes of the Second World War.
It was very difficult because we had a problem with transport. And there were bombings. There were skirmishes, and we only succeeded at the last minute. We used lorries, and we had the possibility to load the works of art onto trains. At the same time, members of the family that had been staying in Czechoslovakia were evacuated.
Since the collection is based in the princely family's castle in Vaduz, there's a steady flow of artwork between Liechtenstein and Vienna. Prince Joseph Wenzel von Liechtenstein, born in Prague, was no stranger to travels of a diplomatic nature. He was, in that respect, highly valued and indispensable for the Habsburgs, who entrusted him with one sensitive mission after another. In terms of planning and logistics, the 2004 transport of artworks, by far the largest of the last several decades, was in no way less significant or demanding than the most important of Wenzel's undertakings. As Empress Maria Theresia's ambassador to Paris, Prince Joseph Wenzel ensured the recognition of a female ascendant to the throne of the Habsburgs. He made news simply by boarding his golden coach in Versailles. With workshops in Vienna and Vaduz, the Liechtenstein Museum makes a significant contribution to the restoration and maintenance of Western art treasures. The princely family, above all Prince Hans Adam II, takes part in the collection's planning and execution on a continual basis. For these historic pedestals, the country's best restorers copied the techniques used to make the priceless bronze original by hand. They match Soldani's original in every detail. The heart of the sculpture collection, presented in the large gallery, is The Man in Pain by Adrian de Vries. In this hall, as in all others of the gallery, the integration of painting and sculpture to create an even larger comprehensive work of art is homage to the idea of the classical temple of the Muse. The Dancing Faun by Florentine Baroque sculptor Massimiliano Soldani was cast from the ancient original in the Medici collection. This masterful copy was commissioned by the then owner of the Garden Palace, Johann Adam Andreas von Liechtenstein. More than 15 paintings by Peter Paul Rubens, master of the Flemish Baroque, are on display here, but the focal point of the collection is, without a doubt, the enormous Decius Mus cycle. A portrait of the 5-year-old Clara Serena Rubens captures us with its intimacy. A wonderful through line from the Baroque to the Biedermeier. A living collection is constantly in motion. New acquisitions are a delightful cause for surprise time and time again. The Liechtenstein family has been once again actively trading art since the early 70s.
And lot 162, 2,200, 2,400.
When Johann Krefner, the director of the collection and the new Liechtenstein Museum in Vienna, raises his hand at an auction, he's either trying to buy back masterpieces that had been sold from the collection or to make it even more attractive with new purchases.
4-2. Fair warning.
The princely collections are, thank God, neither completed nor dead. Rather, they have become once again very much alive, which means that we are presently buying many, many works of art to replenish them.
The worldwide industries of the Liechtenstein Foundation with the family's own financial services group, LGT, offer support in this endeavor, and they are able to use the Prince's collection far in excess of its investment value as an incomparable positioning tool. With his golden carriage, Prince Joseph Wenzel escorted Princess Isabella of Parma, the bride of Emperor Joseph II, to Vienna. This luxurious vehicle has now made what will most likely be the final stop on its 2-century-long journey. The wonderfully staged return of the collection has elicited truly great expectations. The Princely Gallery, opened first in 1807, was the favorite museum of the Viennese of an earlier era.
The acquisition of the Franz House comes to mind. Well, that's Austria, you see. And it's a double pleasure for me to see it once again in Vienna. And I must say, it's a wonderful Franz house.
Coordinating a dynamic collection and dynamic events, the Liechtenstein Museum is sure to cause a number of sensations in the coming years. The enormous depot in Vaduz will be the well from which new and exciting exhibitions continually spring. Just as during the Baroque era, the Liechtenstein Museum is going to charm its visitors into a world of heightened sensations, which will surely resonate far beyond the borders of the cultural metropolis that is Vienna.